Hello. It's been a while since I've made a video, so here it is. Um, just a little bit of background. Uh, it's going to be 2 years in March since I've transitioned. Or since I started testosterone, really. It's already been 2 years since I've been going full-time male. And at this point, I really don't have any trans news. I mean, me being trans is really no different than I have a size 8 foot. It's just kind of become part of who I am versus something specific. So, how should I describe this? It's not on. It's not something I'm consciously aware of anymore because it's been so long and I've been so accepted and that I even forget sometimes that I'm trans. I just I'm me, and so I I've forgotten to mention it to people before because I'm just like, oh, I thought you knew. Sorry. Um, so there's that. Um, I'm not gonna waste much time going into everything that's happened since the last video because honestly, there's been a lot. So I'm just gonna start a new subject. And right now, I am inspired to talk about emotional definition. Now, what I mean by emotional definition is, okay, so there's the Webster Dictionary version of what a certain word means. But then there's the emotion that we attach to those words. Just for example, the word love. So, the dictionary defines love as admiration with physical affection or something like that. I'd have to look it up. I actually didn't look it up before making this video. Oops. I'm not perfect. But different people define love in different ways. I define love as if you're hungry, I will feed you. If you're cold, I want to clothe you. If you're sad, I want to comfort you. For me, love is about me caring about you enough to put you ahead of myself. Not to the point of putting myself in harm's way, well, unless that meant jumping in front of a bullet for somebody, because I'd pretty much do that for anybody I know. I just have this protection thing that never turns off. Other people that I've known have defined love as I don't want to have sex with anybody other than you for the rest of my life. I don't agree with that. That's not my definition. That's his definition. And so when people have different definitions for the same word, but they don't discuss what that person and this person's definition is, emotions can rise up and people can get hurt. To quote an example from that 70s show, Donna tells Eric that she loves him and he can't say it back. And not because he didn't love her, but because he didn't feel his definition of love for her. Because they have different definitions. And, you know, the girl tells the guy she loves him, and the guy can't say it back, and so the girl breaks up with him, and she's all butthurt because he doesn't love her back. So, I know people who don't tell me they love me. But if I'm hungry, they feed me. If I'm cold, they clothe me. If I'm in distress, they comfort me. Their definition, they're able to they care for me the same way my definition of love would be for them. So basically what I'm trying to get here is that words only have the definitions that we ascribe to them. And can get so frustrating when people don't communicate with each other about what they really mean. Because say somebody calls me a dyke. I can get really upset because I can apply my definition of that word. I can speculate about to what their definition is of that word. But it's just a word. Unless they raise a hand to hurt me, it's just a word. You know that old saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me? I didn't get that. I didn't understand it. I wanted, he threw an emotional rod at my heart, so I had to punch him. No. I didn't understand the concept of words were just words until my frontal lobe developed and I started having common sense. Which leads me to my next topic of underdeveloped frontal lobes being the leading cause of common sense not being very common. I used to get so upset with people when I would explain something to them and they just didn't get it. If I would give somebody minimal instructions, just bare minimal instructions, and they still don't understand what I'm talking about, I would get very upset. When trying to find an example that would... Oh my God. At this point, I just feel like I'm talking for the sake of talking, and I don't know if this video is going to be anything for anybody, but I'm really want to stop it and start over, but I'm not going to let myself do that because I want to be real and I don't want to be rehearsed, so I'm going to just let me be awkward on the internet. Yeah. You want reality? This is reality. You know, I could try and be the best I could possibly be so that you could have such a good impression of me, but honestly, you're over there on that side of your computer, and I'm lying in bed, and at the time you're watching this video, I'm not even going to be lying in bed. I'm going to be at work, or I'm going to be hanging out with my girl or something, or my guy. I don't know. I'll be doing something, hanging out with both of them. And what you think of me doesn't hurt me one iota, one bit. I mean, you could think I am the most stupid, obnoxious, annoying person in the whole world. Good for you. You have an opinion. I like it when people have an opinion. It doesn't have to affect me, though. Whatever your opinion of me is, it's your own damn business. It's not mine. It's not mine. You might want to tell me your opinion of me. Cool, you have vocal cords. You can communicate with with humans. Good. Doesn't do anything to me. If I'm in a low emotional state, I will forget that words are just words, and I'll get all hurt and emotions. But in the end, logic wins out that sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. And, I feel really good about how I tied that all back together. Okay. So let's see, what else do I want to talk about tonight? Communication. Honest, open communication. So, I have found with myself in the past that I'm afraid to truly voice what's on my mind to another person, especially when I have a vested interest in their approval of me. If I really like somebody, like I really like them, and whether it be platonic or romantic, if I have decided that my livelihood depends on their liking me, then I start closing up and not truly being who I am for fear of rejection. I could try and attribute that to being picked on in high school whenever I tried doing something unique. I could say that I was told when I was younger that people wouldn't pick on me if I didn't act out all crazy. If I just dressed like everybody else and did what everybody else did, everybody would, not pick on me. But that only worked for a short period of time, and then the true me came out, because I don't care if it's a sexual closet, a gender closet, or just a freak flag closet. Nobody belongs in a closet. You shouldn't have to hide from anybody. So I don't anymore. When I don't have a vested interest in you. As soon as I really like you, as soon as I really, really like you, I get scared that you're not going to like me back. I get worried that if I say this, or if I say that, or if I don't do this, you'll change your mind. I've had people not communicate with me when they changed their feelings about me. And because I didn't know they changed their feelings, I just kept being who I was. And then, when they couldn't pretend any longer, from my perspective, it came out of nowhere. So I have this irrational fear that people are going to randomly change their mind about me if they really like me. So I've developed trust issues because of that. It's quite interesting how if I don't care about you, in the sense, if I don't care whether or not you like me, I am the coolest motherfucker in the world. I will make you laugh. I am smart. I am witty. I've got great customer service. You want to tell all your friends about how awesome I am. As soon as I want you to like me, I break down. I don't know what to do. I get neurotic. It's the best way I can describe it. And I could continue to try and self-diagnose the reasons behind it. But that's not going to solve any problems. I mean, I already know why I've learned these responses. Talking about the past isn't going to change the future. So, I compensate with communication. Hey, just so you know, I get scared that you're going to not like me. I also get scared that if I tell you too much, that I'm afraid that you don't like me. That might make you get annoyed and not like me. This is me. This is who I am. I'm not going to stop being neurotic and anxious and randomly depressed every couple months. Ever. That's just going to be who I am. And to compensate my fear of being afraid somebody's going to reject me is, if you're going to reject me based on those things that are such a prominent part of my life, I force myself to tell you what they are so that you can reject me before I become emotionally attached to you. Yeah, that's what I do. And once again,